Well, hello, folks. A little bit of hiccup there, getting myself up on my own stream. Anne's in the basement shaking her head. Yes, yes, yeah, you slow bugger. You slow bugger. Hey, I'm going to bring Anne up to join us. She's my favorite moderator. There she is,
Hello.
my wonderful Anne.
How
Hey, hey. And oh boy, here's, you know, my, my, my two favorite gals come in two pieces. Yeah, yeah. And they make one awesome pair. There she is.
Howdy,
There she
everyone.
is. Hi. Thank you, ladies, for
oh,
coming
is
up
it
with
howdy?
me tonight. You get that hat on, right?
Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy, she says. Howdy. Okay, folks. Here you are. Thanks for showing up. I see there's a good group of folks already in here. Give them a little attention. We got Blake Hurst, Cherokee Rebel, and the crazy Ann and Faith and the Fallen, of course, right up here with
Thank you,
me.
Miss Taylor.
Eileen Valou, Joey. Joe, good to
Is
see you.
Joey?
Hey,
Joey?
yeah. Keely,
Oh, that,
McCoy's Oak Hill Farm, Metal Music Maniac, Mike's World, and West Haven, always and forever. Awesome. Thanks for being here, folks. We got a bunch of people. Oh, West Haven right away, pounding the channel with support. You know, that that is so sweet of you. So sweet of
Kurt.
you. Thank you so much. Um, so let's get
Hey,
right
Nicholas.
down.
Huh.
What? Who?
Nicholas Green Outdoors. How do you
Oh,
do?
Nicholas. Hey, hey, hey,
Running
Nick.
water.
Running Water. Good to see you, son. Um, Nicholas, a little later, if you're around, I might be pulling you up on the panel, a little bit of discussion. I'm not going to be bringing a bunch of people up on the panel with me tonight. See, now, Ann and Faith, like I tell everybody in all my streams, Ann and Faith, they have keys to the Sty Shack. They're like fixtures, see, that, you know, it, you come in the Sty Shack, and if you don't see Sam or Anne right away, you go, what did you do? Did you get rid of some furniture or something? Because no, those two are as much of the Sty Shack as Sty is. So Nicholas, yeah, if you're around later, I'm probably going to be pulling you up. So right away, I got to get to you. What's going on here? What's this about? Into the Outdoors with Sty North. What is it? Well, my channel originates from the outdoors. If it wasn't for the outdoors, I wouldn't even have a channel. Um, it all started when I had a partnership with a couple of folks, and I was the lead instructor and manager of a wilderness skills camp. And the Joe says can be up all night with Sty. There we go. But so when I started that camp, West Haven, you're crazy. Um, yeah, right back there again. But when I started that camp, my whole life it revolved around the outdoors. I lived in a shack, literally. It was a old shed that I converted into a place to live, and um, I lived in that shack out on a homestead, very remote. It was a mile and a half to the nearest actual plowed road in the winters. Um, and during the summer, we probably never got more than 10, 12 different people would drive anywhere near the entrance into our camp. That road was so remote. So I lived in the outdoors. Hi, Carolyn Kennard. Love to see you. But living in the outdoors and being exposed to it daily. I mean, the outdoors was as much part of my life as eating breakfast in the morning. Um, I could not go without being exposed to the outdoors. And when I started my channel, most of my followers came to me because it was an outdoor skills related channel. And it was all about the outdoors. And yeah, my channel has always been true to the outdoors, but it evolved. And now I have these two streams. I have Around the Campfire and Sty Story Sundays. Well, Sty Story Sundays can be about anything that's happened in Sty's life. I'll tell a story. And then I expect you folks to share with me some of your stories. Around the Campfire is just that. Let's get around that type of atmosphere. Let's get around the campfire, talk about whatever is going on, you know. Let me hear about you folks and what's going on, and we share is what we do. And so it became two generally variety streams. Okay, they're not outdoor specific. And Into the Outdoors with Sty North is outdoor specific. It's all about the outdoors. We start going down topic trails that have nothing to do with the outdoors. I'm going to steer us right back into the woods. We're going to get right back into the outdoors. So what do I mean by into the outdoors? That means out of the house. Get outdoors, outside. Outdoors. Now, a lot of people say, oh, the outdoors. They want to add the great outdoors to that statement. And then what do they picture? They picture what's behind me. They picture thick woods, a really nice meandering river or lake, mountains, the wilderness. Okay, now that, yeah, is that getting into the outdoors? That's really getting into the outdoors. That's getting right out there. But truly getting into the outdoors just means getting outside your front door and closing it behind you. Take a deep breath of that fresh air. Take a look up in the sky and say, whoa, check it out. Look at the clouds. Or look at it snow, or look at it rain. Looking around your front yard and going, hey, this is cool. I'm going to take a sit on my front porch and just breathe this fresh air and look at the sky. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh, wow, check them birds out. What the heck kind of bird is that? Is that a blue-footed booby? I've never seen one of those before, except on Everything Spicy's channel. But, and as you sit there, you go, oh, check that squirrel out. Look at what's he up to? He keeps going into that little wood pile, and then he comes running out and heads up that tree. And look there's a robin over there that's yanking a worm out of the front yard. Must be hungry, and then he flies off, and you watch him, and he lands in a nest in the neighbor's tree, and he's feeding the little ones. You're into the outdoors. You've taken yourself out of this structure, put yourself out into something natural, and started paying attention to the natural things occurring around you. That's what getting into the outdoors is all about. Is we are so society has structured us to avoid the outdoors. I'm guilty of it. You got a grocery store, it's 3 blocks down the street. What do? You come out of the house, jump in the car, and go down to the grocery store, get a few things, 1 bag of stuff, throw it in your car, you jump in your car, come back home, and take it in your house. Okay, you were indoors to start with. You got outdoors long enough to just make it to that car and put yourself back indoors, and you drove yourself down to the store, and you had about 30 seconds of outdoors while you got into the store so that you were back indoors, and you just reversed that cycle. And so what did you get? 3-4 minutes of outdoors, and you were gone for a half an hour or an hour. You didn't get into the outdoors. Getting into the outdoors means leaving that structure behind and getting out there and taking in the outdoors, taking it in. When we put ourselves into the outdoors, we're leaving all that other baggage behind. Now that's difficult that's easy for me to say, isn't it? That's difficult to do. What do? You say, oh, I'm going to go down to City Park because it's a weekday. The kids are all still in school. There's nobody around the park. I'm just going to go down to the park and sit at the park and enjoy myself. You go down to the park and you're going, oh, it's a beautiful day. Look at the birds and the little critters running around, isn't that? And then what comes to mind? God, that was terrible this morning when I woke up and the wife said, you know, you didn't take the garbage out. You didn't this and then that. Or vice versa. Your husband's going, why didn't you do the dishes? There's dirty dishes in the kitchen. Hey, I got dirty underwear. You got to wash my clothes. That comes to your mind. You're sitting out in the park, all of this beautiful nature around you. And what comes to mind is all the miseries of life, all of the stresses, all of the anxiety of life. I mean, just comes down on it, just piles itself on you. You got to push that crap off and you got to say, I'm getting into the outdoors and that stuff doesn't belong out here. For this little window of time, the rest of the world does not matter. This little natural outdoor world does. That's all that matters in my life for this little window of time. I've had people say, well, I can't go a minute of the day without thinking of this or thinking of this person or thinking of that. Oh, come on. Come on. Get yourself outdoors. Oh, you got the sweetest girl on your arm every time you're walking around town. Well, she's not with you outdoors. So she's not on your arm. Don't think about her. You don't need to while you're out there. She's not there. You need to think about yourself and open your soul up to all the natural world around you and let that heal you. And that's the thing with the outdoors. Getting into the outdoors is healthy. It's it's good for the body, it's good for the spirit, good for the soul. It's 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 I tell you what, it's a mental health cure too. Uh, um, the stresses and anxieties of life really play with our noggins. When you get out there and you leave all of that stress and that crap behind, the anxieties are, to me, anxiety is the physical transformation of stress. And all of a sudden you start feeling that anxiety lifting because you're giving everything up just to give the outdoors your full attention. And that's when you start seeing the outdoors. The so that's really why I'm starting this series is because I don't think I think we've become so enclosed by the world that we think we get outdoors, but we're really not getting into the outdoors. We're getting outdoors, but we're not getting into the outdoors. And and what are we going to do on these streams? We're going to talk about anything outdoors. Uh, I learned today, everybody, I take constructive criticism pretty good. They're saying, Sty, your streams, it says around the campfire, but it doesn't say what you're going to do around the campfire. Well, that one, I don't know that I can change it because I'd have to list about 5,000 topics. That's the way the campfire goes. It's just anything goes. So what should I put? Around the campfire, anything goes? I don't. But Sty Story Sundays, the suggestion was give a hint of what the story will be in your on your thumbnail so that when people see it, they go, Sty Story Sunday, or just put Sty Story, or put, well, no, it has to be Sty Story Sunday. The title has to be that because that's what it is. So, but underneath it, say, you know, the cat came back. There, okay, you got an idea that, oh, the Sty Story is going to be about a cat. So I took that to heart. I'm going to start working on that. Now, this stream, topics, I'm going to try to target topics, but here's the real, hi Lizzie Ann, here's the real key to how this series of streams are going to go. and this is just an example. There's no guarantee this is the topics or anything for the next one, which is 2 weeks from now. I'll have a top. It'll say into the outdoors with Sty North, and then it'll have a topic, but it may be something like fires in the outdoors. Okay, now people say, well, what's that about? Fires in the outdoors? What's that? Okay, there's campfires. There's fires you started in your backyard and got away from, and you burnt the neighbor's garage down. There's fires out in the woods that are man-made, or Mother Nature started them. There's wildfires. There's controlled fires. So if I just put up the topic as fires, or if I put up wildfires, or if I put up outdoor fires, it leaves it open-ended. But the whole night would be revolve around fires in the outdoors, and I'd bring guests up. We talk about things they've experienced in the outdoors and things related to fires. You talk about campfires. We can talk about how to start campfires. A fire in the barbecue out in the picnic ground. Roasting marshmallows over the fire in your backyard. Fires can go all over the board. Okay. Another topic example is like right behind me. Mountains. That might be the topic title for one of these streams out into the outdoors. Mountains. One word. What do we have to talk about? What do you mean by mountains? Well, we got mountains in the east. We got mountains in the west. We got mountains in the north. We got them in the south. We got them in the desert. We got them out in the tundra. Northern Alaska covered with mountains. You got the Alps, you got the Himalayas, you got the Rocky Mountains, you got. All I have to say is mountains, and you think we'll have enough to fill a stream on the topic of mountains? What do you do? What do mountains really have to do with the outdoors? Well, you can hike in the mountains, you can camp in the mountains, you can climb mountains, you can take photos of mountains, you can just sit and enjoy looking at the mountains. See where I'm going with this? It's to open a person's mind up to all of the possibilities when you get into the outdoors. So many of us, and like I said, I'm guilty of it too. We get outside and we just go, yeah, I'm in the outdoors. I'm outdoors. But what are you going to do with it? You are outdoors. Well, aren't you going to get into it? Get into it. Get into the fact that you're outdoors, and take it in, because it's so healing. It's so good for you to just be out there. And sometimes it's great to be out there with someone else, even if it's one other person or a group of people. And then it's just as awesome sometimes to be out there alone, totally alone. So there's nothing wrong with being selfish in the outdoors and getting yourself. No, Nick, not tonight. Not tonight. I'm very topic set tonight, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, it's not a variety stream tonight. Sorry, Nick. I love you, buddy, but it doesn't fit tonight. Sorry. But the whole direction these streams are going to go is I'm going to just trigger people's thoughts on the issue of the outdoors. It's like I told Anne earlier today, I think it was, or it was yesterday. We were talking about it, and she goes, I'll be there for you, Sty. I'll be there for you. But I'm not outdoorsy. I'm not outdoorsy. And I said, yeah, no, I know. I totally understand having you here. I love, because she's one of my supports, one of my anchors, but I told her, and I explained to her, and she lit right up when I said, heck, if somebody wants to talk about beaches, we can talk about tropical beaches. We can talk about that hidden beach. That we can talk about a wilderness beach at a wilderness like beaches. And she goes, I'm ready. I'll go to the beach. And then what she do? She shows me a picture of a beach. nice waves coming in, and I'm sitting here. Yeah, there she goes. There's the beach. Yeah, yep. Let's go, Ann. Let's go. Let's get to the beach. Awesome, awesome. Wouldn't it be nice to have a little bonfire on that beach? Hang
Oh,
out there all day, taking
Just
in all
roll.
that fresh air on the beach, and then starting a bonfire in the evening, having a few cold drinks around the bonfire. Yeah, yeah. See, and that's the whole point is so many people are going to say, this stream's not for me because I'm not an outdoorsy person. All right, how many of you here wouldn't want to go hang out on that beach and give up all the societal BS we got to deal with every day and just show up at that beach with people of like mind, people you like to be with, and just relax there at that beach? Or how many people would like to go there with a nice big folding lounging chair, flop it out there and sit in the sun with not another soul on the beach, just you? Come on, folks, admit it. You'd love to be there.
yep.
You'd love to be there. So
I
that's
don't
what
know.
these streams are about. Hi, Tyler. Great to see ya. The the I want to let Tuxley is making a good comment there. Walking at least 2 hours in a forest will also clean out your stress and all. I heard recently. Yes, I've known that for ages. That you take a walk out in the natural world and it drops your stress and anxiety dramatically, absolutely dramatically. Now, you do have to, it does take a little effort on a person's part to block out. We're constantly, our mind constantly bombards us with, you've got better things to do. You've got this problem. You got that problem. You need to think about this. You need that. Our minds do that to us, and that's because that's the way society sets it up. We're set up by society to have to think all the time. We're required to constantly think. And if you get in the outdoors, you can kick back and say, I ain't thinking about nothing. I'm not going to think about nothing, nobody, no how, no way. And Sam and I talked about that the other day about certain people that sometimes you want to just get right in their face, stick your finger on their nose and say, back off.
Yeah.
I've heard enough. I don't you think I want to hear you? Go away. And you can do that if you can get out in the outdoors. You can get away, shed all that stuff and say, see, they can't get my face here. they can't drive me nuts because they're not here. So I'm going to put them out of my mind. Don't bring them with you. Put them out of your mind. Leave them back at home and go out and give all that up. Give all that, because it's still back there waiting for you. But don't think about that. Don't think about how, oh God, I gotta go back to that. No, put yourself in the moment. And then all of a sudden, like I was saying earlier, all of a sudden you start seeing, you're going, whoa, that's a wild flower I've never seen before. But it must have always been here. I've just never noticed it before. Well, no, because your mind was too damn busy on the world that you overlooked it in the past. How many people love the smell of fresh cut grass? Everybody except those folks with allergies. I'm a person. Now, some people say, oh, Sty, you're weird. No, my clients at camp, I had clients, this is no kidding. I had clients that had never been in the outdoors other than maybe their local city park. They go for a picnic with the family in the city park, but they had never gone to a state park or a national forest. That they don't know nothing about the outdoors, and it always amazed me. Why in the world do they want to come here, spend a week with me, and get nasty dirty and learn all of these rough skills, learn what it's like to end up with a wood tick on you, get bitten by mosquitoes, and have all these outdoorsy things happen to them. Why would they do that? And it's every one of those clients when I ask them, why are you here? Why? You're because we would get a background from each of our clients before we take them in. I want to know what do they know, what did they experience before I would take them on as a client, and they would so often say just for the experience, just to see, so I can say at least I've been there. I never had a client leave that said, well, that was fun. I'm not going to do that again. All the clients kept saying, man, I got to find places close to home now that I can go to and do some of these things. And it would freak them out. I had this one gal, she was from city, and she was scared to death of the outdoors, scared to death. Day one, the first thing they would learn is how to start a fire. That's the only lessons they got that day were fire starting skills. And that only took a couple hours. And then they're going, now what? Now what? I said, now you're going to learn where you are. And they go, what do you mean? We're outside. We're out in the woods. Well, now you're going to learn about where you are. And I'd reach down and I'd tear up some grass out of the woods. And I'd roll it up in my hands, tell them, now all of you do the same thing. And they're all grabbing grass, rolling it in their hands. And I tell them, now put it over your face and breathe in that grass you just rolled up in your hands. And they'd breathe that in. So many of them would say, oh my God, this smells good. Did you know it smelled that good? Well, no, I'm not. Why would I go around pulling grass and doing that? Well, you do it because it smells good. It's natural. It's great. Then I'd grab a handful of dirt and I'd do the same thing. Rub that dirt in my hands right up the soil right there in the woods. Smell it and go, do the same with the dirt. Smell your hands, and they'd smell it and they go, well, that's actually a pleasant smell. That's not so. Well, yeah, it's earthy smelling. Throughout the rest of the week, I would see students, they'd pick a leaf off of a tree, roll it in their hands and smell their hands. They're doing that with all kinds of plants. So usually second day I show them, don't pick stinging nettles. I show them plants you should not know. You don't want to be rubbing that between your hands. It might even smell good, but you're not going to feel good. But it was really interesting to see how when people actually experience the natural world, physically experience it with their own senses. They see things they've never seen before. They touch things they've never touched before. They smell things they've never smelled before. And they taste wild things, wild edibles and things that they've never tasted before. And all of a sudden they start realizing there's really a lot more that's pleasant outdoors than that is not. And then they have a new appreciation for being there. And so many of them would tell me, I got to the point where I totally forgot about all the misery of back home while I was here. I was so curious of all the different things in the woods that are out here. And that I had one client, I thought he was lost. Well, everybody thought he was lost. And they got a hold of me and chased me down and said, hey, so-and-so's lost. And his name was Gerald. I said, yeah, don't rub and smell the scat. That's not good running water. Yes, if it looks like, smells like, and tastes like, it probably is. Yeah. But we couldn't find this client, and I said, okay, everybody stay put in base camp. I'll go find him. I went out hiking around looking for this guy. I found him out in the middle of this meadow. There ain't nothing but tall timber all around him, and it's about a 2-acre meadow. And I come out on the edge of that timber, and I'm standing there, and I could see I could see his head, about from his shoulders up. He's sitting out in the middle of that meadow on the ground. It's all tall meadow grass, wild meadow grass. And there's 3 white-tailed deer within about 15 feet of him grazing in that meadow. They're working their way closer and closer to him while he just sits there and watches them. That kid, his job was he rode on the back of a garbage truck in Chicago and dumped garbage in the back of a garbage truck. That's what his job was. He was born and raised in Chicago. Never once, he said, he had never even been to a city park. Everything he knew about the outdoors was off the internet. And he said, I just wanted to find out and experience the outdoors. And here that kid was sitting out in the meadow, which I know a lot of outdoorsmen that couldn't get white-tailed deer to walk that close to them just by being still sitting in the meadow like that. So, and that's it. That's truly getting into the outdoors. So that's where this stream and all of these into the outdoor streams is going to go, is into how do we experience the outdoors? What do we love about the outdoors? What do we not like about the outdoors? Not everything about the outdoors is pleasant. So we're going to go down that road. So I really think it's going to be an enjoyable stream series. And I'm going to be asking you viewers, what kind of topic do you want? What type of topics do you want to hit on? And I'm going to be inviting folks to come up, share their experiences in the outdoors, especially on certain topics. Like one topic there's two topics that are pretty close to each other, and that's canoeing and kayaking. So I'll probably title that, the title of that will be paddling. And it's going to cover canoeing, kayaking, rafting. And I'll try to get viewers that want to come up on the panel and talk about their canoeing experiences, their kayaking experiences, and their rafting experiences. So that's the direction we're going to go. We're going to get on outdoor cooking. Sty loves his food, and even lit up on that one. Oh, well, gall darn it, there's an outdoor topic I'm interested in, she says. Yeah, recipes. So, well, hello, Southern Sawyer.
Hey, Katie.
2Q has a kayak. Kathy thought she lost a day again. Nope, this is my new stream series. Hey, White Tiger Unplugged. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well too. Blake Hurst says kayak all the time. Yeah, I bought a sit-on kayak last summer, and I love it. I just love that kayak. Awesome, Ann, with the pine tree and the fire. Yeah, that's awesome. I can count on you. The thing I guess I have to truly admit, I'm starting this series, and I know it's going to draw a lot of people that don't come from my core original followers on the outdoor side of things only. There's going to be a lot of followers that show up here from the variety side of my channel, because as I shown, I've already got a couple of topics that Ann's interested in that actually relate to the outdoors. So I'm hoping that these streams will, if anything, inspire people that aren't outdoorsy, hang out and hear those that are outdoorsy. And you might find something in that you can apply in your own lives and say, doggone it, I could do that. I could do that in my backyard. I'll do that in my backyard and just see what it's like. And then come back and share that. Come back and share it with us. So Vince is looking forward to this one. Well, thank you. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well and it gets shared out there, and we get a lot of people different walks of life. And that's another thing, okay? I've had people tell me, now mind you, I flew a desk for 26 and a half years. People don't know that. Sty went to work wearing a suit and tie, no beard, very short little mustache. Yeah, nowadays I'd feel naked. But yeah, I was the old clean cut 3-piece suit character, right? Executive position, 26 and a half years. Went to the office every day, 5 days a week, and a lot of times 6 days a week. Typical work day was 14 to 16 hours. I still, every chance I had a nice boat. I had lots of camping gear. I bow hunted. I hunted deer. I bow and gun hunted. Every available minute I had. Everybody knew it. The minute Sty got in his house, whew, he's out of that dress stuff, and on comes the camo. And I'm grabbing something quick for dinner, and I'm heading out because the sun don't go down until 9:30. I can get 2 hours of fishing in, and I was out. I was gone. Or I drove down to a park that's close by and hiked for 2 hours. It doesn't matter if you're in construction. It doesn't matter if you're in the medical field. It doesn't matter if you're flying a desk. It doesn't matter if you're a pilot, you're a commercial pilot. All it takes to get into the outdoors is you. You have to take time for yourself and do it. You just have to do it. And people say, well, that's awful selfish. Yep, it is. You're darn right. And every one of you are worth your own time. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you're not worth your own time. And boy, oh boy, the world likes to tell us that, doesn't it? I need you. I need you. I want you. I need you. You have to.
You do?
You need to. And you're like, but now, wait a minute. I want to be able to like myself, but you don't give me a chance to because I have to do everything for you. You expect it from me. Everybody expects something so much from me that, I feel selfish just going to the bathroom because I'm not available. No, you need to take care of yourself. You need to say, my time. I'm going outdoors. I'm going outside. I'm going for a hike. I'm going for a walk. I'm going out. I'm going to go sit in the backyard. No, you can sit in the front yard because I got the backyard. I'm going to the backyard because I don't want to be around the rest of you people. I want to be there. I want to go back there. And the old saying, sometimes I just need to be by myself. Now think about that. You're being by yourself. You're there with somebody. Yourself. You're there with yourself for a change instead of the rest of the world. That gives you the opportunity to start to appreciate yourself. And you can ask yourself honest questions about, God, should I take more time for myself? Should I, I'll be better off, and so will the people around me because I'll be calmer. I won't be so stressed. I won't be suffering anxiety. So actually, they'll benefit by me benefiting myself. So I encourage people all the time that you have to at times communicate literally with yourself. And let other people wait a little while you can talk your life through to yourself. The Roman yellow snow. Where do you ski? Yeah, yeah. Don't be on the ski trail. No. That's not nice. And there you go again. Winter. Yeah, winter activities. Another great topic. And that's all over the board. I don't care if we're talking about cross-country skiing, snowmobiling, ice fishing. It doesn't matter. Roman, still flying a desk. Roman, that's cool. I don't fly a desk. No, never will again. No, 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 no. I, um, I, you know, I'm not shy about it. In my career, my 26-year career, I was darn good at it. I don't mean to be prideful. It's just that I was good at it. Um, and that's the only reason I kept doing it is I made awesome money because I was really good at one thing, and I would have rather have made a lot less money and been in the outdoors, had a job in the outdoors. Um, but it was a economic and family and life in general choice to fly a desk. So I blame nobody for that but myself. I could have worked the outdoors. Um, MT Woods Runner. Oh my gosh. Hey, buddy. Hey, you need to tell me, Woods, do you have the ability to come on a panel? I see I'm getting my lagging again. I'm getting so mad at my system. I got to figure out what's going on. So bear with me. I might be a little jittery, but everybody else is fine. Yeah, I know what I did last time. I should try that, shouldn't I, Ann? You told me to do that. Go in and change the green screen, go to none, and then put a new one up, and then it'll quiet down. And we'll see if that works this time.
Yeah.
It might.
Thank you, Roman.
I don't know if it did or not, but you don't. Oh, MT. Someday, man. Someday we're gonna figure out a way that we can do even if it's a messenger chat, live chat together, private one. Yeah. I am so glad that you caught this, MT. Woods Runner is, oh man, I followed it from the day I saw him right up. In fact, it was just 2 days ago I looked at his channel because I'm trying to keep an eye on this guy. I mean, this guy, he lives pretty close to my old neck of the woods out in Montana. And oh man, he mountain hikes. Wow. Boy, does he mountain hike. There's another man that's learned to love the outdoors and let the outdoors be that healing effect to help lift you up. And I'll tell you, MT's my age, and last year he hiked to the top of 20 peaks. His challenge for the summer was to hike to the top of 20 mountain peaks. If you've not watched MT Woods Runners, oh my gosh, yeah, go to his channel, folks, and watch his mountain hiking. It's beautiful. And he's saying he's going canoeing with AK Driller in July, 10 days on the Missouri River. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, the end of July, I'll be going down to Chicago for believe it or not, Pepperhead convention. I got no business there except that Ann insists that I be there. And someone else is hoping to be there. I just can't. I can't, yeah. So that trip, nothing. I mean, even a great wilderness canoeing trip isn't going to keep me from that one. And then from there, I think I'm going to continue on. I'm going to do my East Coast trip. I'll be doing a full 30 days on the road, meeting YouTubers all the way from here to Maine. And some of my Canadian friends are going to come down into upstate New York, and we're going to meet there. So that'll be an awful lot of video work. Oh, yeah. So for me, August and September are going to be my real camping months. Um, hey, it's good to see you, Gary Irwin. The yeah, MT and I have talked. Woods Runner and I have talked before. He keeps saying, "You get out here, Sty. We're going out. We'll either go paddling or hiking or camping." And uh, the worst part of that is that I get out there and doggone it, I probably end up living up in that country again. The Suze wants to live with Sty North. I've had a few people say that. Well, I tell you what, this little place I live in, no, yeah, no. But if I ever win the lottery, I'm building a big lodge. I'm going to put a bunch of nice big rooms in it. Yeah. And anybody that ever wants to come and just stay at Sty's, you can come on. There won't be a time limit or nothing. So wish me luck on winning that lotto. I haven't fared well yet, but yes, WH Outdoors. The outdoors are amazing. You know, I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out if I can get down there. It's looking really tough for getting down there, Mark. God, I want so bad to get down there, but I'm not certain. I'm not. I'll have to touch base with you in a couple of days and let you know for sure. Um, yeah, living off grid was awesome. You know, and a lot of people they told me they said, Sty, you don't live off grid. You had a generator. Well, they wanted me on YouTube for crying out loud. I didn't. The generator didn't do anything but give me power to be able to run my computer, and I had a business to run, so I had to have power once a day to get on, do my books and marketing and things like that. And they say, but you weren't off grid because you had a generator. I didn't use the generator for any of my living comforts. It was only for business and YouTube. And that was rare because my gosh, I mean, you can't afford the gas to run that thing all the time. So, but no, otherwise, I lived totally off grid. There was no other forms of power or anything. It was just, yeah. And I read by candlelight. I used to I read by oil lamp, but then I thought, man, the candles are dirt cheap. So I started reading by candlelight. And yeah, and I was sun up to sundown guy out there. Yeah, I got up before the sun was up, so I was out hitting the outdoors just as the sunrise came up, and then usually didn't get back in the Sty Shack till the sun was setting and had to cook in the dark. But yeah, I loved living off grid. The yeah, Suze, people don't understand what off grid really means. It's I had to put up firewood for two cottages throughout and we have harsh winters. So I was putting up for the two cottages, I was putting up about 12 cords of firewood total for each, for the two of them combined. My shack wasn't insulated, so it burned a lot of extra wood, but 2Q, eat the babies. What's that about? Eat the babies. Makes me think though, when my ex-wife, she really insulted my youngest boy. He had upset her somehow, and she said, "You're lucky we're not like animals." She says, "Because I could have ate my young." I wasn't very happy about that. Kirk Whipper, Voyager Center. Our camp is yours, Sty. Doors are open. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Wow, Kirk. It is awesome to see you. See, and I'm like I said, I'm hoping that the channel and this stream will. Oh, I love it! I love it! I just pulled your channel up. I am so glad to meet you. You only got 7 subscribers, but man, well, you got 8 now. But that West Wind Brigade, I'm gonna Canada Day 150, day 4 of 9. I can't wait to. I cannot wait to go back and watch that video. That canoe you've got in that picture. We have someone with a huge Voyager canoe here on Lake Superior. I got to be a paddler on that canoe for a month. And I think we put out 6 times that month. And we had one that was a 3-dayer. But awesome. It is so great to have met you. Yeah, it's tough to hit that first 100. But it comes. It comes. I tell people, don't sweat the subs. Don't sweat the subs. Just be patient and keep working your channel. Keep working your channel, and they will come. And then they'll come in spurts. So all of a sudden you'll go, "Whoa, did I grow fast?" And then all of a sudden it plateaus, and you're going, "Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening." And then all of a sudden, boom, you're there again. And network with people. Get some good, tight YouTube friends and network with them and help each other. You know, there's a lot of people that, if you get to know them well, will be right there. Yeah. Southern Sawyer's kayak build. Yeah, you know, there's so much. You guys are talking about yaks and Canoe Hound Adventures. He'll be in and out of my streams. He's this weekend. He's doing a winter camp. He's doing a winter camp. I believe he's staying in a hot tent. So he's not here this weekend. And then sometime next week, he takes off for a week-long stay down in the Dominican Republic, the bum. I mean, he gets to go to the Dominican, lucky bugger, this time of year. And that's it. That's it, Mark. That's right. You find somebody you can grow with. Now, Mark is a good example. Now, Rolling Homestead and Wild Edibles and I met each other when both of our channels were babies, and the little baby channels. I can remember bragging to Mark, I got 3 subs. I got 3 subs last week. I don't know where they came from. And I can remember bragging to him, I got a couple of people from down south. That, someone from Florida, someone from South Carolina, so you got to enjoy your channel. That's it. You got to enjoy being in YouTube. And to me, one of the best ways to do that is to find someone that you can follow each other. Follow each other. Become a tight YouTube friend with someone, and just kind of watch each other's channels and help each other along. And then all of a sudden you'll find out you'll build a nice base friend group, and you can help yourselves through it. Yeah. Yeah, Tuxley, you've been around a while. You've been around a while too. A lot of you, I mean, my base audience has been with me. Many of you have been with me a very long time. And I mean, these 2 gals, we've been following each other for what, gals? Maybe 8 months? about
Yeah,
8 months. And
Yeah.
to me, it feels like years. It's like I've known them forever. And that's that friendship building. That's, I mean, you really get to know each other and you build a friendship, and trust is a big thing. Trust is a very big thing. Meet people out there and get to know them well and build that trust. And once you've got people that you can really trust, it's going to help you. It's going to help you all the time. There's a lot of times where I get up in the morning and ask myself, why the heck are you doing this? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why don't you just give it up? And then I go, well, because I like doing it. I guess that's why. The Yeah, Erica. Yeah, no self promoting. And yeah, this isn't a promotional stream. Um, sorry, sorry. This is just the wrong place for it. um, I will Chuck, I just found your channel yesterday for about the fifth, or I should say 1,000th time he found my channel. Yeah, see, Chuck's losing his
Hey,
long term.
Gil.
Hey, Gil, well, good evening.
Nice to see you.
Gil, good evening. The
A few beers later, here I am.
yeah. A little bit of refreshment after that stream tonight.
How you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, there you go. Now, hey, Donald Morris.
Hey, Donald.
And there you go. Gil just threw a outdoor topic at me.
You did?
Yeah, refreshments in the outdoors. I'll tell you what, beer is one of outdoors curses. It's not one of outdoors curses. I like a nice cold beer around the campfire when I'm out hiking and camping. Beer cans always come back with me. I don't understand some of these people that pack bottled beer way the heck out in the woods. I'll be hiking out there and I'll find a campsite, it looks pretty trashy. They really trash the woods, and beer bottles, not cans, beer bottles laying all over the place, and you check them and it's about, yeah, they're fresh. They're just in the last couple of days. Why in the heck would they want to carry all that weight, all those bottles out in the woods to start with, and then leave the bottles out there, leave the trash behind? I've got a real pet peeve. You can haul all the beer you want in the woods, but you better haul. And I always say, if you haul 12 cans in for your couple of overnighters, I want to see you haul not 12, but 14 cans out, because I know darn well you're going to find at least 2 more laying around out there somewhere. So if you're hauling in 12, haul 14 out. Please, please. I carry 13-gallon garbage bags in my backpack or day pack all the time, a couple of them. And I've come out with 2 13-gallon garbage bags packed tight full out of the woods on a 3-day hike. And not nice, not nice. So that you got, well, what's that? Great to see. Oh, gills. Oh wow, Blake, cool. Yeah. I love it because the folks that follow me. Hey, Unwrap a Smile. I always say I love the channel name. Unwrap a Smile. The Woods Runner saying, I once found a 6-pack of Pepsi. Found a 6-pack on top of a mountain. I had one, got lightheaded, and saved the rest for the next person. you know, they have what they call trail angels on a lot of major trails, and they'll leave water, candy, treats, and stuff for the through hikers, or folks hiking those trails. And there was a couple of us that were kind of doing that here up in northern Wisconsin on a couple of very, pretty much so unknown trails. And we had the same thing going. We had, I think there was four little coolers that we had stashed. They were cabled to a rock or a tree, and the coolers sat in the creek with a rock on top of them. And if you knew where they were, you could go and you open that cooler, and there'd be a 6-pack or more in there, and you could have yourself a beer, and then you take the empty can out with you. And then your next time in, you try to remember to bring a few extra cans with you and drop a can in the ones that are short, And I loved it. This one cooler had those little strawberries. I mean, they're 14% alcohol, but they're little buggers, And strawberries, it's a beer product, But oh man, I love them things. I go there and I drink 2 of those, and I'd leave a $5 bill or a $10 bill in that cooler, and there was always strawberries waiting for me in that cooler because I was always dropping money in it. Oh yeah, and those are the things you do for other folks that are out there. Smirnoffs, I drank them for a while. They're refreshing in the hot summer, August, when it's just super hot. You got an ice cold, frosty Smirnoff. Yeah. See if there's anything going on here. Chowser's in the house. I didn't see Chowser. Chuck will be back. Hey, too cute, gross. Hey, Eric Pollock, good to see you. Yeah, Smirnoff Ice. Yeah. Yep. We got a good, very nice group in the house. There's 41 right now by my counter. Awesome group. Chowser had snuck in a little while ago. That's cool. John, it's good to see you hunting and stuff with J and J's here. Awesome. Driving home. So hello to all in the chat. Yes. There's another very good guy there hunting and stuff with J and J. Very, very, very nice guy. He's here. Well, he's driving.
Oh, there he is. Oh, up there.
Jules.
Sorry, I'm typing everywhere.
How do you pronounce that? Typhia?
Where?
Typhia? Jules and Typhia? Help me out, Ann and Sam.
Need to find that. If I find that now.
Yeah. True story. Me.
Taipei? I don't know.
Yeah.
Something.
Me and Ty were. I like the shortcut, Ty. We're hiking and found a full Subway sub still wrapped and taped or sealed or whatever you call that sticker they use. Didn't eat it, of course. Too good to be true. Yeah. Oh man, it'd be so tough not to eat that, right? Yeah. Yeah. YouTube doesn't give you any notifications. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, I've been lucky lately. I've been getting all of them lately. lot of fat content in those grubs. They're metal. Gonna gross out some of our viewers here. Oh, yeah, okay, McCoy. Yeah, I've done that many times on follow somebody's stream while I'm working in the background. And I had a heck of a time over at Gil's
Bradley.
competition. They're talking about stuff, and I'm busy trying to update some of my stuff on my channel while they're judging it. And I saw some of the things didn't pop up. Some things I had changed. They didn't. I didn't get them on there fast enough. They didn't pop up. Is Bradley in the house? I saw you say hi to
Yeah.
Brad. Well,
Yeah.
Bradley, hi.
If you
Yeah,
have
you
the
laugh,
file.
Gil. You go ahead and laugh, Gil. You and your competition, all it did was create a bunch of work for me.
I hear from Phil, and he's not doing any better. So you guys know.
No, about the same.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sure hope he starts feeling better soon. Uh,
Skills is a fun mood now. Maybe.
there you go, McCoy. That's right. Nothing wrong about that. I don't know. I've never actually searched reverse osmosis to see what kind of videos are out there. Sure don't hurt to make one. You betcha. Yeah, Phil is a champ, man. He's my champ. He's the one that kind of took my hot challenges and brought it to a max for me. And
Yes.
when he tries to get someone to do those hot challenges, um, he's like a mother hen. He doesn't want you to hurt yourself. He's real careful about what he encourages you to do, and he'll ask you to back off a little and don't do too much. And and because Phil and I get along so well, he'll tease me, and I'm sure a lot of people that don't know that him and I do that to each other would think Phil's trying to kill him. No. Phil's teasing me. It's just, yeah, go ahead, Sty. Go ahead, eat that. Go ahead and eat that. And he knows I won't because I didn't prepare for it. But he'll tease me and just he'll keep prodding me. So,
Yeah.
is MT heading out? Did I miss anything?
See you
Oh yeah,
later.
Yeah,
gotta go. Working on a new song. Check you later. Okay, Woods. Great, buddy. He empty
You're
wood
so
runner is one of those guys you want in your camp with you.
That's you, Mark. Of course, he'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, Mark, you're the one that stuck that ghost pepper in your mouth. We didn't force you.
Nope.
Yeah. Good to see you still in here, Kimberly. That must be Ann going blink.
Yeah, I like. Yeah.
Yeah. I like. Yeah.
I can't. I don't know how to turn the volume down on the Facebook.
Nicholas Green, are you still in the house, kiddo? So, you gals, well, I got you up here. What do you think about the outdoors?
I like it outdoors. I always liked it, but the last years I'm a bit stuck inside. But when I was young, I was always outdoors.
I agree. I like the outdoors, but mostly in the summertime because it's so cold up here. Unless I'm snowboarding or,
I haven't done that.
snowmobiling or something like that, it's pretty
done that.
winter. But summertime, I love to fish and hike and do all that fun stuff. So camping, yeah.
Awesome. Samantha, when I saw that your videos, you're on the river and you guys are fishing for salmon, I thought, yeah, she seems to be somewhat in her element. It was so easy to tell you just loved it out there.
Oh yeah.
The
The
only thing is that the guys that are around me, that nobody want to keep up with me because I want to stay and fish so long after the dark. I can see the sun go down and I can still keep going as long as I see my little thing floating there. Yeah, I'm sitting there, but they want to go back inside, you know.
See now, and oh lordy, I would love to take you to. There's a camp. It's a resort. It's called Camp Van Vac, and the cabin I rent there when I go, literally, it's only 10 feet from the front door to a little stone wall, and the water's edge is right there. 10 feet
Oh,
out the front door, and there's the water. And we would sit out there in a couple of camp chairs and fish all day. And then when the sun would set, I used glow sticks on the floats, and we'd fish for walleyes half the night. We'd sit there and fish almost all night and watch the northern lights going over the Boundary Water Canoe area.
oh.
That's to me that again. That's when I was flying a desk. My ex-wife, she knew it was 1 to 2 weeks in that cabin every year, no matter what I did. And so my work knew too. Yeah. When he takes off up there, you're not going to see him for a couple of weeks. I usually spent a week in that cabin. Beautiful, beautiful place. The cabin was all stone walls with big log rafters, and with a big wood stove in it. And it had running cold spring water, artesian well water. No hot water there. They had a shower house that you could go hike to, and that had hot water and stuff at it. And it just had a little gas cook stove and a small refrigerator, and the whole front of the cabin was all windows looking out over the lake. And you could sit there in the evenings and read a book inside that nice cozy cabin and watch the northern lights. And yeah.
So when are you taking me there? Hey.
That's right. Yeah.
We can go. We can go from Chicago right up there.
And go right up there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark. We'll see you later.
See you later, Mark.
It was a beautiful place. Well, it still is a beautiful place. My mother and father actually spent their honeymoon in 1947 in that cabin.
Oh.
So since 1947, our family has been using that resort. Nice resort. I would usually go up there and spend at least 1 full week in that cabin, and sometimes 2. But the weeks we didn't spend 2, we'd spend a week out on the houseboat, big houseboat, and then we'd spend a week in the cabin. How many days of camping before the globes have to be re-smoothed? Roman,
No hope for you.
Roman. Yeah.
Hey, buy a PS4, Roman, and join us for a game.
Oh, he'd be a hoot playing on there. Yeah.
I sent him the link now when you was on the worst. Yeah. So he could take a look on how bad you was. Oh, how nice you was. Yeah, you were very nice. Calm and relaxing. And the ocean is beautiful.
creative redundancy saying, I remember the last time I did some ice fishing, wood stove, solar lighting was nice, even created snow wall for the fire. Yep,
Oh,
yep. And that's it is now my wilderness camp
hmm.
because I wanted people. I don't see I'm all for bushcrafters and wilderness skills people that want to teach those skills to people. But everybody out there, and before I even started the business, before I started Camp WTF, I looked at all these other camps that are out there. Big name camps, some of you know some of those big names, but all of them I looked at, they concentrated on skill sets. We're going to teach you this, we're going to teach you that. When you leave, you can build a tarp shelter in 5 minutes. You can start a fire in 5 minutes. You can this in 5 minutes. And they seem more like outdoor boot camps, right? You go into boot camp. Our camps, and that's why our company, why I named our company Wilderness Thriving Fundamentals. I wanted people to learn those skills and then be able to go into the outdoors, into the wilderness, and thrive, not survive in the outdoors. I want you to be able to go out there and say, I'm able to make myself a home away from home. I can stay out here in the outdoors and be comfortable here. I'm not going to be in a panic. I'm not going to try to survive. I'm going to come out here and actually thrive. I'm going to feel so comfortable that I'm actually enjoying being out here, even if it's in a crisis situation. You want to make yourself part of the outdoors. You want to really be into the outdoors so that you can be comfortable there, not just survive and get by. So that's the thing is like talking about um, ice fishing and the comforts they created to go with their ice fishing. That makes it one. I mean, yeah, you actually appreciate being there and doing it. The I went out with a couple of buddies. We were going to go on it was about a 8 mile hike, 16 mile total, 8 miles in, 8 miles out. It was a pounding hike. I was in much better shape at the time. We pounded ourselves into the destination. We got there and they said, well, we should fix ourselves something to eat. And they got themselves a little fire going. They're pulling all these pots out and what they're going to cook and this and that. And I sat down, took my day pack, I opened it up, and this one guy looks in the day pack. He goes, what the heck? And I go, what? And he said, what are those? And I said, sandwiches. He goes, sandwiches? You've been packing I said, there's 8 of them in here. I said, I like my sandwiches. And they said, well, no, we're out here wilderness hiking. Why aren't you cooking something over the fires? I said, because I want sandwiches. I said, and they said, well, what if something happened? We had to be out here overnight or something. I said, well, then I'd only have 4 sandwiches today. I'd keep 4 for till tomorrow. I said, you pack whatever food you want, but I'm comfortable eating my sandwiches. Leave me alone. I mean, and they're almost looking down their nose at me like, what kind of outdoorsman are you? You bring sandwiches with you on a wilderness hike. Yeah, I like sandwiches. So what the heck? I mean, so if you can't enjoy the outdoors, then maybe you shouldn't be out there. Yeah. The talking to Nick, I see.
He don't care. He don't
Oh,
care.
good night, Carolyn. Good night, sweetie.
Good night, Carolyn. I love you. Keep fighting.
Yep, keep up that good fight. She's a tough girl, boy. Tough, tough. Um,
Love you.
yeah, always we do. Yeah, yeah. Tells her there's nothing wrong with a dang sandwich in the outdoors. You betcha. Just like I was telling Sam about a week ago or so, we were chatting, and I told her, I said, yeah, when I people would always ask me, what kind of sandwich you got? Jam sandwich. And then they'd see me eating it, and they go, it's got all kinds of deli meat on it. You said you had a jam sandwich. I said, yeah, that's what I found in the fridge, so I jammed it between two pieces of bread. That's that's a jam sandwich. Everything's a jam sandwich. You jam something between two pieces of bread. I didn't
Yeah.
say it was a jelly sandwich. I didn't say it was a PBJ. I said it's a jam sandwich.
It's nice to eat sandwich when you're out in like the woods, something like that. I did that
What
too.
we pack. Yeah, when we go fishing and stuff, it's just sandwiches and all that.
Or hot
Yeah.
dogs in a thermos. That's good too.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You can
Mm-hmm.
put a lot of stuff in thermoses and have
Yeah, a little
be pretty
soup, a little
enjoyable. Yeah,
cacao. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Bouillon. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah. The
What kind of sandwich ain't too fattening? Half a sandwich.
Bradley says tomato and mayo sandwich is good for the woods. That's the thing though, is if you're putting mayo, things like mayo or Miracle Whip, something like that on your sandwiches, don't plan on those sandwiches the second day. They can go rancid on you in 24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for a 1 day hike, that yeah, they make it through the day.
Believe it or not, we don't really have hogs. Okay.
Creative redundancy. Yeah, yeah.
Half of sardines. What? Oh yeah, half of sardine sandwich. Sardine? No, 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 no sardines. No.
Yeah, half the sandwich. That's pretty good, Roman. I'm putting mayonnaise on the outside of my grilled cheese. If you haven't tried it, you should. It'll change your life. Hey,
Hmm.
I know it grosses some people out. I love peanut butter and Miracle Whip sandwiches. I just love
I
them.
would rather have a rancid Maya.
Yeah,
Rancid?
right now, yeah, rancid mayo. He'd eat that compared to going through this crap again. Oh,
Yeah.
the yeah,
Bacon,
I've
avocado.
had that trail trash where they make the grilled cheese, but and they put the mayo on the outside and then grill it, and yeah, it's pretty good, and it adds a little uh, tartness or whatever. I don't know. It does add flavor.
Hey,
Jules,
JJ.
hi, thanks, Ty. I know you do it all the time, but you got me anxious that you're
You
going
do
to
it all
catch
the
your
time?
beard on fire there.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not worried about my beard. I have caught it on fire, but not with the smoke.
You almost put your pants on fire the other day.
Yeah, but I wasn't live. Nobody could see me.
I just think it's fun.
And yeah, that
I didn't. I
that
didn't say
comes
why.
when I'm yelling at you when I got one in my mouth and not in my hand. I'm yelling, and then it falls out.
It sounds so bad. You was yelling at me when you had it in the mouth.
Oh boy.
Sorry. Sorry. Ah,
Good
my
night,
God.
unwrap, smile. Good night.
Oh, who's going?
Good night, Roman.
Roman?
Roman's heading to bed, and
Love
unwrap a
you, Roman.
smile. Said good night.
Buy a PS4. We can play a little. Hey.
Funyuns, Funyuns. I can see that. I can see putting that on a sandwich.
Funyuns?
Yeah, they're like they're they're chips, but they're shaped like an onion ring, and they
Oh,
got
okay.
an onion flavor. They'd be crispy in a sandwich. I think that would be. I think it would taste good.
You had what in the mouth, Mrs. Bradley?
What in the mouth?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he had it in the mouth and it fall out. Yeah, yeah. You know, I like. Yeah.
Oh, Southern Sawyer. Yeah, you're not gonna get Andy eat no mackerel. She don't like that mackerel.
I eat fish. I can eat fish. That can be good. But mackerel is too oily and fatty. Like I don't. No, I don't like that. Mm,
Yeah, no,
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 no, no.
she don't like that mackerel. But
Mm. I like white fish. I like salmon and trout. Yeah, things like that.
the oh,
Perch.
smoked salmon I love. Oh, yeah,
Pike.
I gotta.
Pike I haven't eaten yet because they're so damn ugly. I haven't eaten a pike.
Have you ever tried halibut?
Oh yes.
Halibut
Oh,
was halibut.
oh,
Oh, I have to Google
I
now.
love halibut. Oh,
If you haven't, you're missing out. It's good stuff.
yeah, you are. Yeah,
Yep. It's really good.
yeah. And in fact, I love halibut. And I went to a friend's house. The wife and I went to a friend's house for dinner, and they were having halibut. And I ate more than my share, and my buddy said, "Why the hell did you eat so much? You didn't even leave anything for the rest of us." I said, "I ate it for the halibut. It was there, so I just ate it for the halibut." And he
I have
and he
tasted it.
and he said to me, he says, "I kept watching your wife there give you a dirty look," and I said, "That's because she eats all the fish at our house. I never get hardly any." And
And you had it in your.
and
Eh?
he brought that dinner up after my ex and I got divorced, and he says that was funny though when you said you ate it all for the halibut. And he said that look on your ex-wife's face was to die for, and I said, yeah, don't worry about her. I loved her, then I lobster because now I can have lobster. I couldn't afford it back when I had her around. Yeah, halibut's great. Oh God, it's great. And
Yeah,
the problem
halibut. Yeah,
problem
that's a
here
good.
is you
Mm-hmm.
can't get fresh halibut, you know. So we're we're stuck with not so fresh halibut, frozen or
Yeah.
yeah. And I've had fresh halibut, and I just to die for.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I want to smack Bradley. Can I do that?
I've eaten dried fish. Yes, I've eaten dried fish, and it was kind of funny though. I was up in British Columbia. I was up in British Columbia, a guy up there raising sled dogs, and he was on the coast, and I he had a bunch of dried salmon, right? So I broke off a nice big chunk, and I started chewing on that, and I'm eating it away, eating it away. He goes, "You like that?" And I said, I said it's not so bad. I could get by on that. Eat it. Now that's just air cured, air dried. And he goes, "Wow." He says, we don't eat that shit. He says, "That's for the dogs, for the sled dogs." I go, "What?" He goes, "Oh no, no, no. We smoke it, we freeze it, wrap it up, freeze it. We got salmon galore that we can fry up or broil or." He says, "We don't eat that dried out crap." He says, "We eat that for the huskies." I go, "You bum, he's let me eat that thing." Yeah. He says, "No, that's the old school way." He says, "Yeah." He says, "It tastes a lot better smoked or broiled." I say, "Geez, yeah. But I thought that's the way you guys ate it." And he goes, "No, no, 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 no." The people on the coast, on them rivers with all the big salmon in them, they just, yeah, not fair. Yeah, I got a acquaintance that lives right in this building with me here that he goes up to Alaska every year, and that's one of his items on his agenda. He ain't happy until he comes back, shows us a bunch of pictures of him catching halibut. Oh, I could kill him.
Nice.
Speckled trout, yeah. Yeah, it's like fish jerky. You're right. Yeah. That's all it is fish jerky. The yeah, it's cool. Which it, and just so everybody's aware, these streams, the end of the outdoor streams, are going to be 2-hour streams. They're going to be wrapped up at the 2-hour mark every time we do one of these. And what's Bradley saying? I got to see what he's saying. Sty, that's the thing about having a wife. You have to spend a little more. Oh, we got 2 women on the panel not talking about you guys. Yeah, see, you're getting smarter every day, Bradley. You almost got it out, but yeah, you're getting smarter. You're getting smarter. Could be a little dangerous. Yeah, Nick, you're going to be you're going to have to check your messenger. And I do have a particular reason for bringing Nick up tonight. Being I got almost a half hour left. That'll work out. We'll have fun with Nick.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun after, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He might want to join us after the fact.
He said yes before. So
oh, he
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Okay. We're going to do it like the other night, right? I don't have to know. I'm not doing nothing except joining. If anybody's wondering what we're talking about, Ann will be doing a stream later of a bunch of goofballs playing Rocket League. Now, I have to warn you, because she wouldn't. I have to warn you, there's some pretty harsh language that occurs in that game. And you do not want to bring your children to that car race. Yeah, no. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, right, McCoy. Yeah. See, I know. I never have trouble with the lady folk. I don't know. I don't go there. I know better. They'll beat you up. They'll chew you up and spit you up. You don't want to find out if that cat's got claws.
Never know. You never know. Hey, Bradley, you should. Yeah. No, you go to bed maybe, but you should be there. On my stream later.
Yeah.
You better not be nice now, Sty.
I better be nice to what?
No, nice.
No nice?
No nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, McCoy. That's why, I don't go there. I don't tell any kind of bad stories about gals because they got just as many coming right back at you. So, yeah, why? Don't go there. No.
Oh, I never know. Never know about you.
You just never know. I do think it's kind of funny, though, that women seem to think, well, just like guys. I mean, it's equal. It's across the board. But women seem to think they know everything about guys. They know everything. They know what a guy thinks. They know what a guy does and everything. They know how a guy feels. They know and guys do the same thing about women. Oh, I know exactly what she's talking. I know what she's thinking. I know what she'll do. I know that. And it's all BS. It's all BS. None of us really know each other well enough to say, I know what they're feeling. I know I know what they think about women. I've had women tell me, "Don't you try to fool me. I know you think this and you think that about. How in the hell do you know that? Who gave you a key inside my head? And what have I ever done to prove what you just said? You don't have to do anything because I already know.
Yeah, I already know.
You think you do. That's all.
I know, I know you pretty well now, so don't shut it.
You didn't know how bad I could get with my mouth until I played Rocket League, did you?
Oh yes, we had that all the talk the other night.
No.
We had that all the talk the other night behind the panel,
It gets
Yeah, McCoy can read minds, and I've heard it all. Yeah, and I just laugh at anybody that goes there. These guys that tell me every woman, blah 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 blah. Every woman? Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, I've seen women all. I mean,
Yeah, you've seen them all.
Like they're all over the board. Sometimes it appears they're different, that they're the same, but I guarantee you get to know them well enough. They all got their own personality. They all got their own ways. They all got their own habits. It's not. They weren't all pounded out of the same mold.
Thanks God.
That's just like men.
Think if everybody's been like me, oh, that'll be fucked up.
Rocket League. It's going to be tough tonight because I haven't touched my car since the last race, so it's the same old piece of junk. Look at this guy. There he is. Good evening there.
Hey, Nicholas.
Nick.
Hey there.
Welcome. A complete mess that you can't see. Yeah.
Well, I gotta get going, guys. It's time for me to make dinner and stuff.
Oh yes, I see that. Hey, thank you. We'll see you.
I've been watching. I just I did my room and then I did dinner.
I love you,
guys. Love you.
See ya.
Good night. That's great. Hate to see Sam go, but she's got a family routine. This is her dinner time. She's got to get dinner ready for the family. So
I got my lucky outdoor deer shirt on now.
There you go.
You think we'll win with that, don't you, Nicholas?
Think she's going to win the Rocket League with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go. You have a very good night there, Samantha, and I'll see you soon. Just to remind everybody, tomorrow night is Sty Story Sunday, so I'll be streaming again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time. Hope to see you all there. So, Nick.
Yep.
So, do you think taking this approach and having outdoor topic streams is going to work out?
Yeah, I think so. Because a lot of people, they want to watch streams just for solid information, and a lot of people, they don't just like chatting and stuff like that, so I think centering just completely outdoors for the whole stream, a lot of people like the outdoors would watch it.
It's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's going to reach a broad audience, not just bushcrafters, not just hunters, not just trappers, not just fishermen, not just canoers, but a broader audience. Because one thing I did find is people that like the outdoors usually like a lot of different things about the outdoors, not just one thing. Look at you. You're a good example. You're a perfect example.
I like photography with nature. I like doing the videos. I like walking in the woods. And then there's trapping, there's hunting, there's camping. There's all kinds of different things, even just feeding birds. I mean, that's part of it. So
Yeah. And that's it. Is a person a bird watcher? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't believe my mother was a bird watcher. I mean, almost obsessively. And she could look out the dang window and you'd see some goofy looking bird and you'd go, what the heck kind of bird is that? And she'd whip it right off. It's such a such. And then you go online and look that bird up and you go, she's right. She knew every freaking bird in the world. And
A lot of my outdoor knowledge, it's mainly like the bird part of things, or like anything that's like to do with any like the animals or anything. That's where I have a lot of knowledge. It's like that kind of stuff.
yeah.
It like that is way bigger compared to like my camping and bushcraft knowledge.
Sure.
Because like I can name tons of birds and everything and like where they're at or stuff like that. But then I did the trapping and stuff. And at the same time, I'm trying to learn on like the bushcraft as I go. So
Yeah. Yeah. The and that's it. Is we try to broaden our knowledge. The we try to broaden our knowledge on the outdoors and things that relate to the things we like, and that's how you all of a sudden will trip across something that you go, I've never done that. Maybe I should give it a try. And then all of a sudden you're going, man, I wish I would have done that a long time ago. I really enjoy that. Now I want to learn more about it, and that's why I want this stream to be so wide open on the outdoor issues that I just want to see people get out, enjoy the outdoors, and press the respect of the outdoors, learning to get out there, enjoy it, respect the outdoors. So it's going to always be there. So it'll always be the way we found it. And I know that's the one thing that concerns me a lot, and why I want more people into the outdoors is our outdoors is starting to get smaller. It's not getting bigger. It's getting smaller. The areas that are closest to being untouched are now getting touched, and
it's going to be up to property owners in the future.
Yeah, and it's our national.
Other than that, the government takes
our national park system. Folks that really love the outdoors. I hope they get involved with their state and national park systems. And we have a group here, and I feel bad because I can't remember their official title, but they manage the Ice Age Trail here in Wisconsin. It's all volunteers, and they're out there. They're improving the trails. They're putting walkways in. They're putting informational signs up, telling people you're in an area with endangered plant species. Don't leave the trail. Things like that. So they're making it easier for people to enjoy the outdoors, but they're also educating them that, hey, if you don't do this or this or this isn't going to be here, And yeah, it's nice to see that there are people out there that are willing to do that.
I mean, for me, like what got me started on like outdoors is like I'd get kits where you just grow bugs and stuff or whatever. Or butterflies. And also another thing, there's two photographers and they did like kids movies where it was video clips of like outside, just birds or whatever, and then they put voices over them. But I mean, something that simple that someone else has done, it like impacts so many people. Because without that, I would have just been doing hunting. I wouldn't have like really expanded to doing pictures and stuff or like bugs. Right. I would have just stuck with hunting. So like, I mean, I got this today, but I've always got these, even just this kind of thing. Like you grow your own mushrooms on it.
Yep.
that expands so many things for people that don't know much.
Here's a good example for you, Nick. I got a grandson when he was just, oh gosh, what was he? Maybe 7 or 8 years old. Took him with on vacation one summer, and we're up in the north woods of northern Minnesota on a remote lake. And we went into town and we're shopping around. They had this little gift store, right? And I'm walking through there and I looked, and here they had this kit. And I'm reading it and I'm going, oh, you gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding me. So I grabbed that and I bought it. And when we got back to the cabin, I gave it to my grandson and he goes, what in the world is that? And I said, they took an actual fossil and then they molded, they put that fossil inside this fake rock. Well,
yeah.
it's sediment. It's kind of like real hard sand, and he had to sit there and chisel that apart, brush it up, and try not to damage that fossil to get all the way down to the fossil that's inside of this thing. He spent days on that thing, and I thought, awesome, he's learning something, because it's got a lot of written material with it, history. It even describes that particular fossil that was put in there and stuff. And I thought that was awesome. It cost me like $18 or something for that kit. And boy, did he get a lot of enjoyment out of it.
That's what got me started.
And here's the funny part. So he goes home after our vacation. He goes home. And about a week or so later, my daughter says, what did you do with my kid? I said, what do you mean? She said, we got about 400 holes out back of the house back here. He keeps digging holes all around back behind the barn back here. And I said, digging holes? What's that got to do with me? And she said, he's looking for more fossils like the one you gave him on vacation. So he's out there digging up. They had like a gravel pit, and he's digging in that gravel pit constantly trying to find fossils in this gravel pit. And he actually found several good fossil specimens in their own gravel pit. Hey, Pilo. And
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, like, trying to think exactly. That did get me started on that, because I mean, just like that grow your own frog kit I had, they like send a frog and you grow it or whatever. That started me on going and like looking at tadpoles and the frog eggs that they lay by us. Yeah. And along with that, since there was rocks there, I found fossils, like seashells.
Leads you one thing to another.
Yeah, it keeps hopping.
See, and that's what I try to tell people is okay, if you get out in the outdoors, and it doesn't matter really, it doesn't matter how young or old you are, but if you get in the outdoors, and like I said, put all your other worries out of your head and just concentrate on what's going on around you outdoors, in the outdoors, you start seeing things you just never realized were there. And it leads to one thing, and then to another, and then to another. One thing I used to do, I did day camps for a while for the Boys and Girls Club. And one thing I would do is I'd go out in the woods for this one day camp. That was a reoccurring day camp I did once a month for the couple of different organizations. And I'd go out and I'd take and I'd measure out a 1 meter square, just a 3-foot square. And I do a bunch of those. I find out how many attendees there were going to be, and I do one for each of them. And then I'd assign one to each one of them, and they'd get a tablet and a pencil, and they're to record everything they can find within that 3 feet within a 2-hour period. Oh my gosh, there were some of them kids had 4 pages of items listed of everything they found within that 1 square yard. But then they would ask, well, why are we doing this? And I told them, I said, now that you've identified everything that's in that square yard, now identify how many things are in that square yard, that whole square yard is their whole world. that there's nothing beyond that square yard to that item. It could be a type of plant life. It could be something as simple as um, as a mushroom growing within that square yard. That mushroom will never see anything beyond that square yard. That's its world. So our world seems endless, but take a ant nest. Their world might be 100 square
It's just
feet,
because we're at like
but
the
that's their
complete
whole
top.
world.
We can't see anything much bigger. I mean, there's other animals, but like we're really like at the max of
Right.
what is on the planet.
See, we've got full realization of everything that that huge picture. We see the whole big, huge picture. We never look down to see the real detail of it. We're just seeing this big picture. We're not seeing the details of that big picture. And outdoors people, they start seeing all those little details and they're going, oh, wow, this is cool. This will take me down to this and this and this and this. And that's yeah. What? Yeah, she's an owl. She's an owl.
Whew.
Who? She says, see, I told you she's an owl. Told you. We got an owl in the house. Got an owl in the house.
What the
But
hell?
it's funny that here we are on saying owls. I had a gal in one of my camps that middle of the dang night I'd get up and just do a walkthrough. There you go. I do a walkthrough, and
Don't ask for
that
me.
gal was always missing. Her tent is open and she's gone. Yeah, it's an owl hoot. And this gal,
Whoa.
I couldn't figure out where she was. Then I found out she was on the edge of our camp by this big meadow, and I came up on her and scared her because I come up on her. She didn't even realize I was behind her, and I come up and said, "Hey," just quiet, like, "Hey." Oh, geez, she just about hit the moon. She's just like, "Oh God, I thought Bigfoot was going to get me or something." I said, "What are you doing out here?" She says, "I've been out here every night." And I said, "Why?" And she says, "I can hear that owl." I said, "You can hear it from camp." And she goes, "But I don't think I would see it from camp. So I come out here and I sit every night hoping I'll see that owl." And I had just kneeled down next to her chair there talking to her. She had a camp chair she took out there. And we're talking about that. And I said, "Well, that's not a bad idea, you know." I said, "You're doing the right thing," because I said, "The owl you're hearing is a great horned owl." And I said, "He's keeping an eye on all these little meadows and he's looking for anything that's out after dark that shouldn't be." Hey, Big Bones, good to see you. Congratulations. But he, or she
Hey, Spicy.
said to me, she said, "I really, really doubt I'm going to get to see that owl before my week is up. I only got 2 more nights." Just then, here come that big, great horned owl. Got a spread of about 4 feet, and he just swoops right over the top of us, makes one ring around that meadow, and then he dove into the grass, and he come flying out of that grass, and he's got himself a rabbit. There was some dumb rabbit out of its burrow at night, and that big, great horned owl nailed him. And
the owls around here are crazy. They're everywhere. Like, it's so easy. The ones around here, they don't really move too much. They kind of stay in their own little spot. And you'll see like one tree, it's just there's whitewash all over it. And there's pellets just all over the ground. It's crazy. I just saw a snowy owl. I'm pretty sure it's what it was. It was a patch of just trees. And in the center, there's a little white dot. And then it was gone when I come back through.
Oh, so awesome.
and I
Hey,
saw a solid owl.
good night,
Just in
creative
our yard.
redundancy. The I've only
Great.
seen in my lifetime. I think probably only seen snowy owls about 5 times. Got real good look. Really got a good view of one in a house we used to live in. We had a private lake, and he was sitting up in this old maple that had a big dead branch kind of hanging out over the edge of the lake, and it was late winter, and he was sitting up on that branch there for the longest time. I was watching with the field glasses, and it was amazing that he was there. And I didn't have a camera worth a darn. I tried taking pictures, but he was all you saw was a little white dot on the branch. He was that far away. If I would have had the cameras I got now, I could have zoomed right on
Every
him.
time I go out, and I'm not like out with my camera on purpose to like go and get pictures of birds, something will go past me.
Yep,
Every
there they
time.
are when you don't have that camera ready.
I didn't have my camera one time, and it's a good camera meant for just pictures. And I didn't have it, and there was a grouse just sitting right under a pine tree, just sitting there staring at me because he's like his defense mode. But I did not have my camera, and it killed me every time. Like that solid owl, he was sitting up in the tree. I didn't have my camera.
Yeah. It's good to see you out and about, Spicy. You take good care of yourself.
Yeah,
buddy.
I felt bad earlier. He had to get off.
Oh, yeah. It was a rough one for him, very rough. And congratulations for doing that, Spicy. I wish you didn't have to suffer through it, but you did a good job. The Spicy came in second place on that Gills channel challenge that he had. That was pretty cool. And Big
really?
Boom came in first place. So I got the two top winners in here tonight. That's awesome.
That's it. I'm drinking 12. No.
That's
I couldn't even take like a tiny bit of that before I like pass out.
that's like I said, and I've done some hot stuff, but I could do one jar and I'd be as miserable as he is right now. I think I don't know how he does it. I don't know. I just he ceases to amaze me. Yeah.
We got 50 seconds left.
Well, that's it, guys. I'm going to have to wrap it up. We'll have to tone this thing down and get ready to get out of the house. It's a shame, and I got 29 folks in the house, but I want these streams to be structured so that we stay on focus. It's not on specific topic as long as it's outdoors. I just want to stay
going
on
a little
focus.
earlier. You started going to a different topic earlier for like a second, then you're like,
Yeah, and I'm trying to, because I do variety streams, I got to catch myself, not just my audience. I got to catch myself to bring it back to focus and stay on the outdoors. There's so much to talk about in the outdoors. I mean, I had someone the other day tell me that they said, I don't think I can. I just can't seem to. I don't feel like I'm in touch with the outdoors. I said, do you touch the outdoors? And they said, what do you mean touch the outdoors? I said, run your hands through the grass once. I said, kick off your socks and shoes and walk through a yard once. I said, walk down a nice smooth trail in the woods barefoot once. I said, yeah, now you're coming in actual touch with the outdoors. You're feeling it. And, we all make fun of tree huggers, but there ain't nothing wrong with you go up to those trees that you have never seen before, touch them, check out the texture of the bark, and explore the things that you find. I know a lot of people say, yeah, but I'll get poison this or poison that. Well, okay, that's part of the experience maybe, but but you'll learn, oh, I touched that and I got a rash. Oh, I ain't touching that ever again. So yeah, you need to the outdoors as being hands-on. The what the heck, Bradley? Why are you saying what the hell? What do you mean, what the hell? So, yeah. So I have to say, okay, he's out of pain. That's good. I'm glad to see that with Spicy. Now I can shut down the stream. I'll know. And Spicy, if you watch us play Rocket League later, use
Right
caution.
after it.
You
Right
might
then.
end up with stomach cramps again watching that. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to hold up playing Rocket League tonight, but I'll do my best.
I won't be able to play too long, but
yeah,
I'll be able to get on.
You guys are boring. Hey, keep
Hey.
up now. You're young. Keep up.
Hey. Hi, Lorelai.
If you can only see my room right now.
Get ready to shut down.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I play Tuxley, Rocket League, with these guys.
What I'm looking at? Are you Turkey there? Is Tom there?
No,
Oh.
Tom's not here.
Tom's not there.
He's over there. He's not right there.
Yeah.
He's over there. It's not right there.
So I want to thank everybody for showing up to this first episode of Into the Outdoors. And next week I'm gonna think about it. I got a week or not next week, the week after, on the third Saturday of the month, which will be the 15th. And
yeah, Bradley, come over.
And then we actually will have a 2-week spell there because of the way the month lays out. We'll have a 2-week spell, and then the next one would be on the 7th of March. So I will come up with a base topic for next week's Into the Outdoors, and we're going to be staying on that base topic.
Try to.
Oh, we're gonna. My rules, my house, my strength.
We're gonna talk about pine needles.
Pine needles.
The whole time. That could go a while. Actually,
there's a lot of things that See, there's so many things.
I didn't miss that comment, Bradley.
I got a gut feeling that I'm going to end up doing these streams every Saturday. I just got a gut feeling that the outdoor stream will, in order to be able to keep these topics going and alive, and there's so much to talk about, I think I'm going to have to. So we'll see. We'll see after the next one. I might bump it and say, well, we're doing this every Saturday night. So we'll see after the next one. And it was awesome having all you folks here. Huge crowd in the house tonight, as far as I'm concerned. I hope you all liked it, and I hope that you'll all share it out for the next one and get as many outdoors folks, anybody that just enjoys getting outside to come on over and hang out with us. We'll be getting on, like I said, any and every topic, outdoors. So with that, I'll tell you what, and Nick, the next time I see you, we'll be out on the track.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I bet you think so.
Sty's gonna go rah rah.
Hey, yeah. So the very next time I'll see you guys is tomorrow night. Anybody that can show up, it's going to be Sty Story Sunday, and
about 10 minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll take me a good 10 minutes to get my system set up and stuff. So, love y'all. Y'all stay safe. Get out, camp often, hike often, enjoy the outdoors any chance you get. And we'll see you all at the next one, if not tomorrow.
Have a good night, everybody. Come to my stream. Be there.
Good night. Thank you, Nick.
Love you all.
Yeah, everybody head over to Crazy Ann's in about 10-15 minutes, and you can watch a bunch of goofballs play a game. So we'll see y'all later. Good night.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.